Ah, cool island breeze was blowing this Saturday morning as the little town of Princeton come alive.
There we go, all set up for the day.
Miss Joycey sweeps clean the front of her cook shop as the strong man, as the children call him, was delivering blocks of ice for her to make her colorful and refreshing snow cone cups.
Miss Joycey begins frying her fritters early for the usual Saturday lunch. Morning, sell me a loaf of bread and a stick of butter, please.
The Saturday morning was in full gear. Bundy was up thinking about the trip that she and her friends had planned. She was excited and nervous all at the same time. Then her cell phone rang. It was Shell.
Me wait long time and going to get ready. Come over the house when you're ready.
Jules was up thinking too. Vince laid in bed thinking as well. He decided to get ready. Meanwhile, Tony was already up and getting ready. He was excited about the trip. Everyone had chipped in so they could make some bully beef sandwiches for the trip. So lunch and snacks were packed, and the girls left out to meet with Vin and Tony to catch the bus to the Blue Mountains. The morning temperature was starting to warm up as Vin walked briskly to the bus stop. I hope I'm not late, he thought to himself. He didn't want to keep the others waiting. He thought he might wasted time laying idly in bed earlier. Tony wasn't too far behind Vin. Right on time, me Jenna, said Tony to Vince. Vince gave a hearty laugh as they joked around a bit. They were excited. Before long, the girls were there, and they were all happy that they had completed the first part of the plan. The bus arrived, and they were off. They found empty seats and enjoyed the view. A few hours later, they were at the foot of the Blue Mountains. They stood there and stared in awe. The silence and serene atmosphere was a far cry from noisy and bustling Kingston City. They couldn't believe they were finally there.
Well, the big day have arrived and the group set off on a hike up to the Blue Mountain. They have planned this trip for 2 weeks.
And so they hiked for miles along rough dirt path up to the mountains. They chatted among themselves as they enjoyed the scenic views. It was almost noon when they stopped to rest a bit and quench their thirst with the water from their coolers.
Me I get tired. How far we there now?
Tony, we're stopping soon to check the map to see how far we reach here. The sun's still hot, even with the cool breeze where I blow. We're coming up on our stream soon. Listen for it. All right, Tony. That's a good news. Because my foot them I get tired and me I get hungry now.
The blazing island sun was directly above them, and it was sapping their energy fast. The thought of sitting under some shady trees by the stream while resting their feet in the nice cool water had them listening keenly for the sound of a stream. And it paid off. The sound of running water could be heard from not too far. They dropped their backpacks and poles and took their shoes off in a hurry. It was about time. Even the temperature was cooler now. They quenched their thirst, rested and cooled off, then refilled their coolers. They wished they could stay a little longer, but their plan was to get to the picnic park, eat and relax some more as they soak up the famous Blue Mountains and its beauty, and head back down to catch the bus before sunset. They didn't want to be caught there after sunset for 2 reasons. They have heard some hair-raising stories about the mountains after dark and didn't know if there was any truth behind them, and they have no plans of finding out. Now, the next reason? Don't even want to talk about that one. It might be worse than the first reason. Something tells me they're about to find out. The group kept hiking at a steady pace. They have regained their energy after resting at the stream and quenching their thirst. They were focused. It was way past lunchtime, and their bellies were hungry, longing for those delicious bully beef sandwiches that the girls had made, and fresh fruits with fruity refreshments to wash it all down. The picnic park was in view, and boy were they happy.
Reach. I'm hungry like a dog.
They wasted no time getting food on the table. And soon, everyone was eating, drinking, chatting, and enjoying themselves. The sandwiches were hitting the spot as their weary feet got a chance to really rest and their bodies relax. After filling their bellies, they played a few rounds of dominoes. Later, Tony and Vin got into a friendly game of soccer with a new friend. The girls jumped on a big swing and swung in the fresh, cool mountain air and laughed and giggled like first graders. Soon after they were packing to leave, the sun will be setting soon, and they can't miss the last bus back to Kingston City. So they hurried up and packed their belongings for the trek back down the mountains. But before they go, they took tons of selfies. And viewed the beautiful mountains one more time. The sun was setting by the time they hit the trails heading back down the way they came. They had gotten carried away with all the fun they were having at the picnic park. After all, it was well deserved for all the hiking they did to get there. But now, they have a bigger fish to fry, and it's going to take some elbow grease than they could imagine.